Hello and welcome. Today, I want to give a big welcome to Elizabeth Wolfe, owner of Maudie's Digital Marketing. Welcome to our Network and Action business community, Elizabeth.
Hi.
We're super excited to have you. And so, today, what I want to do is just ask you a few questions about your business, kicking it off with what inspired you to even start a business and how has your vision evolved over time?
Yeah, thanks. I am really excited to be here. So I love what inspired my business because it was actually because I was a marketing director for another small business, and I saw the power of marketing and how it can literally transform small businesses. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to take the skills that I've learned here throughout the last years that I've been here, and I'm going to build my own empire while helping other small businesses grow as well. And that was really, like the inspiration behind it. And I was walking on the beach at the Oregon coast and walking my dog, and I really felt God push me in that direction. And so I didn't even say anything to my husband. I went inside and I, busted out my laptop and I sent an email giving him my 60-day resignation and just took off from there.
Oh man, talk about jumping in head first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So by now, you've definitely learned that being a business owner is not always all that it's cracked up to be. It comes with a lot of challenges. And
Yes.
so, would you mind sharing with us a major challenge that you face that you overcame as a business owner?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of challenges that even after you get through a challenge, you face new ones, right?
There's a
And
net.
so
Yep.
one of the challenges for me was learning how to scale my own business because what I wanted, what I had envisioned, and again, something that had changed over the time after I had started my business was what I really wanted to do was bring on people underneath of me and teach them the skills that I have and kind of send them off into, owning their own small business. And unfortunately, that just didn't pan out the way that, people were not seeing the opportunity the same way that I had saw it
Yeah.
myself. And
Yeah.
so, what I realized was that I was trying to do something that was not beneficial for me or my business, nor my clients, so I had to come back to the drawing table and, kind of, instead of reinventing the wheel of small business, like actually learn how to hire to delegate the things that don't necessarily take my skill set and, my drive to, work at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and, you know, make job descriptions that fit those things so that I was able to still serve clients to the same skill set, but those small jobs that somebody else could handle that weren't necessarily involved with
Yeah.
the success of clients.
Yeah. Yeah, it can take folks decades to learn that lesson. So the earlier you learn it, the better.
Yeah.
Once you start
Yeah.
figuring out what your hourly time is and the cost of, going down rabbit holes and all the tasks that you can delegate, it really is eye-opening.
Yeah,
So
for
there
sure.
are lots of different ways to measure success in a business. How do you measure success or define success beyond just the financials?
So for me, it has always been about my clients' success. If
Mm,
my clients are not successful in what I'm doing for them, then I'm not successful.
mhm.
And so I've always offered a work for free guarantee after, so many days of working for somebody and being paid to do what I'm being doing. And I've only had to, go back to that a couple of different times, and it was really, really hard. Also a learning experience for me that I don't necessarily want to work with businesses that are just getting off of their feet. Like I want to work with businesses that already have other sources of revenue, that know what their ideal customer is. They know what their funnel looks like, instead of having to work with people on the front end of that and figuring that out. And
Yeah.
so, I've done a lot of work hours for free, but thankfully I still have those clients with me because because I was willing to do that and willing to get them to the point of
Yes.
success. And so, I've just always had that in me, that no matter what, I'm going to figure this out for them. And it doesn't matter how much time I have to give back to them to get them, to that space. And what it's really ended up being for me is just an investment, an investment of my time that has later paid off. For all of those hours that I worked for free, it has more than paid off, for them still to be my clients today and helping them reach bigger and bigger success.
Yeah, there's something to be said about finding someone that is with you through in the long run,
Yeah.
right? Through the thick and the thin, through the ebbs and the flows of business. That's why selecting business partners is such an overlooked area, and it's so important and so relevant, right? For those reasons, because
Yes.
you have, clients that fill you up and certainly clients that drain you. And
Oh, yeah.
same with business partners. So I love that. Thanks for sharing that. I want you to share with us a little bit about what sets your digital marketing services apart. I know that you have really worked over time to define where you fit in the market and exactly what you're good at, and you're really good at staying in your lane. So I want you to kind of share with us a little bit about that because I think it's just genius.
Yeah, so whenever I came into the digital marketing space, and what I realized was that everybody was getting a hold of me for, all of these different things, like, can you build me a website? Can you do SEO for my website? And can you do Google ads? And, can you do all these things? And it's like, well, and I kept trying to figure out, how do I grow my business, and how do I, like, let people know that really what I want to be doing and what I can, really service them best at is if I'm, working in their space of creating Facebook and Instagram ads, and not having to do all of these other things that are distracting. And and I learned really, really quick, because it's like, yeah, I mean, I learned how to do all those things, like, yes, I can build a website. And what I learned was that where your energy flows is what grows. And so if I wanted to be successful at what I wanted to do, then I needed to learn to say no to all these different things that
Mhm.
were, that I was just mediocre at. I've never been the best website builder. I've
Yeah.
never been the best at Google ads. I've never been the best at any of these things. And so what I did was I literally just made the conscious decision of, no, I do not do any of these other things. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and find people that are the very best at each of these things. Like, I'm not going to go to any of these white label marketers that, that just manage accounts and don't actually do anything themselves. I want to find
Mhm.
the person that is the best at Google ads. I want to find the person that is the best at building a website. And that was what I did. And that was how I grew my network a lot. And a lot of those people are, that was actually how I got brought to this group, was because a lot of them are a part of this group here.
Yeah.
And that was what I wanted to be able to offer to my clients, and to be able to say, hey, I can build you a website, but I'm not going to do it because I wouldn't be servicing you the best that I can. But I have somebody in my network
Yeah.
who is the best, and you will get so much more out of your website if they build it for you. So let me give you their contact information.
Yeah, real value in the power of a network and in
Yeah.
thinking outside the box in terms of how can you provide value to a client outside of just digital marketing. Well,
Yep.
tapping into your network. Guess what? Our clients also need CPAs, bookkeepers, digital marketers,
Yes.
business coaches, business lenders, right? And they don't have it all figured out. So just the mere fact that you're plugged into a business network where you can tap in to vetted talent, well, I think it just tells people that you're very serious about your business and that you get the power of building relationships. And so we're super excited to have you on board. Thanks for joining us.
Thank
And
you for having me.
yeah, super excited for you. Thanks for being here
Yes.
today, Elizabeth.
Yep. Thank you.